Hello, friends, family, world. Luke here with another video. For those of you unfamiliar with our channel, my husband Tyler and I make weekly travel videos documenting our experiences since moving from North America to the UK. In our current Eurotrip 2019 travel series, we take you through the various places that we visited over the summer of 2019 that included Switzerland, Austria, Paris, the Faroe Islands, Denmark, and some of the Baltic countries. So be sure to stay tuned for more of that. If you'd like to start from the beginning, click the small I button at the top right of your screen and go to Eurotrip 2019 playlist, where you can start from the beginning at episode 1. In our last video, we left off in Frankfurt, Germany, where we took the train to Paris. We arrived in Paris in the evening, and we ended up taking the metro and suburban trains from the Gare de l'Est train station in Paris to our Airbnb in the Parisian suburb of Amiens-sur-Seine. Since we had had some pretty jam-packed travel days by train on the days prior, we decided to ease ourselves into Paris and took it easy our first day, doing some of the smaller attractions first. We visited 2 museums that day, which were the Musée d'Orsay and the Musée Rodin. The Musée d'Orsay is located in the old Gare d'Orsay, which is an old train station that was built in the late 1800s. It features a lot of mostly French artwork, including paintings as well as sculptures. After this, we headed to the Musée Rodin, which features the sculptures of the artist Rodin. His most famous artwork is the sculpture entitled The Thinker. After a day of leisurely exploring, we decided to head back to our Airbnb and have some champagne on our balcony in Amiens-sur-Seine. The next day was a busy day of exploring Paris. Tyler found a really great walking tour that spanned about 12 kilometers, taking you through many of the major highlights of Paris. For those interested in the route that we took, check out our blog at lukeandtyler.com, where we feature our itineraries as well as the photography that we take on our trips. We started our walking tour near the Place de la Bastille and finished near the Eiffel Tower. We really enjoyed walking through the Le Marais neighborhood, which we didn't know at the time, but is considered to be one of the major LGBTQ neighborhoods in Paris. So that was a fun surprise for us. Another spot that this walking tour passed through was Notre Dame, which, as many of you probably are aware, had an unfortunate fire not too long ago, and obviously we were not able to visit the cathedral itself because of this. But we did get to see some of the outside of it, and it really did put in perspective how bad the damage was, seeing it from the outside. So while you still can't go inside, it is still worthwhile to walk by it just to remind yourself of what happened and how much of an important landmark this cathedral was for Paris. We continued along to the Louvre. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get tickets inside because little did we know, the Louvre during high season requires tickets months and months in advance to be bought. So we're going to save visiting the inside of the museum for a future visit during a lower tourist season. That doesn't mean that we didn't enjoy our time at the Louvre, as there are great photo opportunities on the exterior of the museum, including the famous pyramid, and so we did still enjoy our experience walking around the exterior. We unfortunately did have similar experiences at the Arc de Triomphe and the Eiffel Tower, which had long lines and sold-out experiences. But we still enjoyed them from the outside and have plans to go on the insides in the future. After taking many photos and videos of the Eiffel Tower, we took a bus back to the Le Marais neighborhood that I mentioned previously and had a great dinner at the Bistrot de Lulette, and then spent the rest of the evening exploring some of the gay bars in town. The next day we had a low-key day exploring the Luxembourg Gardens, which was pleasant to walk around through. After this, we headed to the famed Panthéon, where we took some photos of the outside. We finished the evening meeting with a new friend that we had made on the train from Frankfurt to Paris, where we went to this cool beer garden / gay bar experience at a venue called Rosa Bonheur. If you're looking for gay nightlife on a Sunday night in Paris, this is a great place to consider. It had a really fun atmosphere that we would definitely recommend. Alright guys, that is it for our video about Paris. Stay tuned for our next video where we take you through the first half of our trip to the amazing Faroe Islands. Stay tuned for that. See you then. Bye.